Hi, my name is Corey Peters. I farm with my dad and my brother and my uncle, my cousin. So a nice family farm in Randolph, Manitoba, which is right near Steinbach. We have grain and we also have a hog farm. I think a lot of people don't always know what's going on the farm. Sometimes they see pictures or they hear things or they Google it like we all do, right? So one of the reasons that I think it's extremely important is that so when somebody Googles, where does my grain come from and that goes in my bread, I want things to pop up where it's farmers in their field talking about their family farms or talking about whoever is available that actually has a connection to that farm. So one reason that I do it, and I'll show you a picture here, is this, and I have two of them. So this, I gotta go this way. That is my wife and our two kids in the tractor seeding. And my wife is not from rural area in Manitoba. So she grew up in Winnipeg. She's a nurse still in a hospital in Winnipeg. And so she didn't really know much about farming. Just telling her about it, her learning about it, the nurses that she works with ask about it. It's amazing how fast it can travel, and people have no clue. People are shocked that she married a farmer, and they're like that. There's actually farmers that are young, like so. It's important to just talk about it and spread a good word. So this is the other picture I have, and this is my group of best friends, and it's the same reason that I like to tell my family is that these are my best friends, and I tell them what we do on the farm, why we do it, and they tell their best friends and their other friends and their friends and their families, and it just keeps going. We want to make sure we spread the good word about ag. I heard about ag in the classroom through social media. Another farmer asked me to just come for a breakfast program a few years ago. So I went and I served breakfast to, I don't know, 500 kids at an elementary school in Steinbach. And that was kind of my first involvement. And then now I've kind of started to do some of this other stuff, and it's been a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. It's a really cool program, and it's done really well. I know this was the first year they'd ever done it. It came out with a whole TV crew, I guess you would kind of call it, and it was good for me to also think about it and break it down into sometimes simpler parts that I don't always think about. I think it's extremely important to give back. I know our farm, we kind of have an unwritten rule that we want to be involved in the community. And that means that every member owner of our farm is somehow involved in the ag community, whether it's on different boards, different organizations. It doesn't always have to be related to ag, but quite often it is. Sometimes it's minor hockey, depending how old your kids are. So it's something that I think is very important for farmers to find a way to reach more people. We are very secluded, especially depending where you live. You can be extremely secluded and not have a large population. But I think this is one way that you can right away is reach a larger population. What makes me excited about the future of agriculture would probably be the amount of young people that are very excited about it. And I think the one place I see that the most is on social media. I follow obviously a few other younger farmers, and there are some great Manitoba farmers for local perspective, and they share amazing stories how ag is a big business, but it still is a farm, a family farm business. And I think that's something that a lot of these young farmers are stressing and showing. It's a family business, and farms are family, and they work really hard. And it's pretty exciting to see that showing through young farmers coming up in the industry.